This is Scott Becker with the Becker Business, the Becker Private Equity Podcast. Today's discussion is the era of private equity over. So here's the discussion. The big private equity fund companies, Blackstone, KKR, Apollo, are all having a horrible time currently. Blackstone and KKR are each down 25% year to date. Apollo's down more than 21%. And the big issue is private equity funds did a ton of investing in the last 5 to 7 years. And the reality is partly because interest rates are high, probably because there's so many different companies out there trying to exit, they're having a very hard time exiting a lot of these investments and turning these into real profitability. So the private equity fund companies and the funds are doing okay with their management fees. But if you can't do exits, things are tough. That's where people really make their money. It's sort of the management fee might keep the bills on, keep the lights on, keep it going. But the real money comes from doing exits, and the exit market has been sparse and challenging. People are trying different ways to manufacture exits. There's been IPOs, some of them. There's been efforts at sort of selling to continuation vehicle. There's been recaps, but at some point, you need a rising tide to lift all boats, and we're not seeing that in terms of valuations or otherwise. And so you've got lots of challenges going on. I find the whole thing to be quite fascinating to watch. We'll see if it ever recovers. I don't know. What's happened is you used to have a small number of funds chasing a large number of private deals. Now you've got a huge number of funds, so many funds, 17,000 private equity funds chasing a certain amount of private deals. And it just doesn't seem like there's enough easy deals to hit to make investments in to win on a big scale. It's almost like Warren Buffett used to say, you don't got to be right all the time. You got to be right once in a while and be disciplined the rest of the time and really double down when you're right. Now those opportunities seem harder and harder for big PE funds to find, and they've got big dollars behind them, so they got to find big opportunities too. So really challenging, hard to see what the prognosis is for private equity. Right now, the big fund's getting crushed. We'll see if that gets better. Thank you for listening to the Becker Business and the Becker Private Equity Podcast. Thank you very, very much.